A lot of people like to say that humans are more evolved than any other animal. And that's simply not true. We're not more evolved. We're just as evolved as everything else. In fact, we're just as evolved as bacteria. In fact, you might even say that bacteria is more evolved than us because bacteria has been here a hell of a lot longer than we have. But we are in an evolutionary, not even a race. It's an evolutionary process. And we are all along this ride of the process. And we are all evolving, not necessarily at the same rate, but we're all evolving. We haven't finished. We're not even close. Well, we'll never be close because there's no end. But we're not more evolved. We have a better evolved mind. So we're more evolved when it comes to the mind. But when it comes to speed or strength or hearing or eyesight or even smell, we're less evolved because there's other animals who are more evolved, more adapted, better at those things than we are. So we are not the top. I mean, we're smarter and we're kind of the top because we can do things that no other animal has done. But we can't even say that we're the smartest. We think we're the smartest, but dolphins are pretty damn smart. Actually, chimpanzees and bonobos are extremely intelligent. But it's a different kind of intelligence. And that's the other thing is, yes, humans are probably the smartest, most intelligent of our kind of intelligence. Dolphins and other sea mammals have echolocation. That is using brain power that is far beyond what we are capable of. So when it comes to that kind of brain power, we're not as brainy as that. Maybe that's intelligence. Hell, bats have echolocation too. So maybe they're more intelligent because they're able to use their brains in ways we have no idea how to use. That's not entirely true. There are some blind people who have learned to echolocate. So they have learned to use their brain in a way that was not evolved to be used that way. But that information is there, just like a bat, just like a dolphin. So maybe we are the smartest because we were able to figure that out where they just use it instinctively. But you cannot say that we are more evolved. We are as evolved as all other mammals. But, bacteria, viruses, they're more evolved. I mean, they've been doing it longer than we have. And fish, more evolved. We're just really good at our particular skill set. But that doesn't mean we're more evolved. And again, people who say that we're more evolved are quite often the people who say that that believe in creation, which is also kind of funny because this whole argument of macroevolution and microevolution, it's still evolution. It's the same thing. You can call it microevolution and macroevolution and say they're different, but they're not different. They're the exact same thing. Just micro is a short period of time and macro is a long period of time, but it's still evolution. They're not different forms of evolution. They're just different periods of evolution. Just like if you talk about a lens, you got a microscope and a macro lens. They're just different explanations of the same thing. Microevolution, macroevolution, they're evolution, period. Same thing, same difference. You're just using them different as if they were different things, but they're not different things. They're the same thing. Anyways, evolution. It's coming at you. You can't avoid it. You may not see it. You may not know it's there, but it is. And it's happening to you. Well, it did happen to you. It happened to your ancestry. But it's happening. And just because you can't see it, because you can't observe it, doesn't mean it's not there. You can't observe stars exploding unless you got a really good telescope, but you kind of know that they happen. Just because you can't see it in your very reduced time frame of life, you can't see the things that happen over a million years, doesn't mean they don't happen. It just takes so long you can't see it. So anyhow, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist. I hope I haven't rattled on too long about evolution, but I think evolution is really cool. And I think about it all the time. And the more you think about it, the more you see that that's got to be the case. Because there's so many crazy things going on. A creator is not going to create 60,000 kinds of ants and 50,000 kinds of spiders and one kind of dog that we evolved into a bunch of other kind of dogs and a bunch of different cats that we evolved into one kind of cat. Evolution just, it happens. You know, I don't have to accept it, but it happens. You don't have to believe it, but it doesn't require your belief. It just is. Just like gravity. Anyways, have a pleasant evening. It's about 3:30 a.m. here. I'm going to bed. Good night.